who charges $1 million per order. Not only does nobody complain, some people offer $10 million just to get me to deliver. One dude even tried to marry off his daughter to me, all for one delivery run. I used to be just a regular guy doing deliveries until July 15th when I took one weird-ass order that changed everything. That day, the customer ordered some BBQ, a bottle of Mutai, a pack of smokes, and a lighter. I grabbed everything and was ready to roll. That's when I noticed something weird in the order notes. It said, "Once inside the elevator, press floor 4 times in a row." The access code section was just a bunch of asterisks. I figured it was some sensitive number that got filtered out by the system. I didn't overthink it. Got to the building, stepped in the elevator, and pressed floor 4 times. Not because I'm OCD, I just knew these weirdos would leave a bad review if I didn't follow instructions exactly. Not worth the risk. But the second I hit that fourth button, the elevator, which was going up, suddenly dropped. After what felt like a gut-wrenching freefall, there was a loud clunk and it stopped. My legs were shaking. I thought some psycho was messing with me. I stepped out ready to go off on someone, but I hadn't even taken a few steps when everything around me looked completely different. Stretching out in front of me was this massive cityscape, a mix of modern buildings and ancient ones under a dull gray sky. The people walking around were dressed all kinds of ways, ancient robes, cheongsams, Mao suits. But when they turned and looked at me, my skin crawled. Every single one of them was dead pale, no color at all. It's a hallucination. It has to be, I told myself, and bolted back toward the stairwell. But right then, a freezing cold hand landed on my shoulder. "That's my order. Hand it over." My heart nearly jumped out of my chest. I spun around. A man in his 40s, modern haircut, modern clothes, but his face was white as a sheet. I screamed and collapsed. "Stop screaming. You're already here." The man tore open the packaging, took a bite of the grilled kidney, then spit it out. Sipped the Mutai, spit that out too, but his eyes were full of nostalgia, like he was savoring every second. I almost peed myself. "Bro, keep the tip, keep the food. Just let me go, please." "Nah, little bro, can't do that. Getting stuff for free messes with your karma when might even block your next reincarnation." He sat down beside me, lit a cigarette, then pulled out another one along with a lighter and held it out. "Here, have one. Calm your nerves." I was smiling but looked worse than if I were crying. I managed to ask, trembling, Where am I?" The man pulled out the latest iPhone and sighed. "The underworld." I was craving a smoke and some food, so I used a phone someone brought over and tried ordering delivery. Didn't think it'd actually work. I was horrified. Done. Cooked. I delivered myself straight to the land of the dead. Shaking, I asked, "Can I still get back?" "As long as you don't stay longer than an hour, you'll be fine. Your life energy is strong. Nobody here will touch you. Long story short, my name is Su Tu-kyung. I lived half my life without regrets, except for my wife and kid. I was a deadbeat when I was young. Ran off after racking up debt, changed my name, worked my way up to owning a restaurant chain. Never went back to them, even got a new woman, then died in a car crash." Su Tu-kyung paused and sighed. "Before I died, I found out they'd been hounded to pay off my debts all these years. Life's been rough for them. I secretly set up an account and saved up $1 million, but I died before I could give it to them. Show me your payment QR code." I pulled it out, half believing. "Done. $1 million. Transferred." His tone suddenly got serious. "900,000 goes to my daughter. The other 100,000 is your delivery fee. If that's not enough, we can talk. If you want more, I'll take it, because you're the only one who can help me." I was stunned. There was no way I was haggling. No signal, though, so I had no way to confirm if the transfer was real. Had to take his word for it, a ghost's word. "Aren't you scared I'll just keep it all?" Su Tu-kyung let out a low chuckle. "Oh, you want to come down here and keep me company?" I backed down immediately. I threw my hands up. "I swear I won't take a single extra cent." Then I asked, "How do I find your daughter?" "Her name is Su Yiran, third-year med student at Zhonghai University." "What if she thinks I'm some creep trying to scam her?" Su Tu-kyung thought for a moment. "Easy. Yiran has a small red birthmark on her lower left chest, and there's a curved scar on her butt. She got it as a kid playing hide-and-seek when she fell against a heater. Nobody outside the family would know that." I quickly asked, "How big is the butt? Wait, I mean, left side or right side?" "Right side." "Alright, I'm heading out. See you around." Actually, hopefully, never again. I sprinted into the stairwell without looking back. The moment I stepped into the elevator, my signal came back. My phone blew up. Notification after notification, that satisfying sound of coins clinking. I opened it with shaking hands. "Su Tu-kyung has transferred Y1000,000 to you." I rubbed my eyes hard. $1 million. That's what I'd make grinding deliveries for 10 straight years. If I kept it all, I could skip a whole decade of work. I took a deep breath, and didn't. I had a gut feeling, take one extra cent, and I'd drop dead on the spot. Yeah, I was shaken, but honestly, I was more excited than anything. Su Yiran was at Zhonghai University. Might as well swing by and surprise my girlfriend while I was at it. She'd been too busy studying to see me for days. When I got to the front gate, I spotted Yang Lu standing by the road. Sweet-looking girl, waiting for someone. Every guy who walked by had to take a second look. I walked up. "Babe, is this what they call a psychic connection? I hadn't even texted you yet." I got out holding flowers and reached for her hand. She stepped back. The look in her eyes said it all. "Back off." Then she said coldly, I'm not here for you, and we're breaking up. Stay away from me. I don't want people getting the wrong idea. Her words hit me like a bolt out of nowhere. I laughed it off. Come on, I'm about to start making serious money. I can take care of you. Yang Lu shot me a look of pure disgust. With what you make, please. Then she pointed at a sports car pulling up. Being with you. Would I ever ride in something like that? I can now, so why would I waste my time? Why would I? She dropped that line and walked over to the sports car, wearing the same smile she used to give me. A well-dressed young guy stepped out, and Yang Lu leaned her head right onto his shoulder like it was nothing. I stood there, chest heaving. A chubby dude nearby who watched the whole thing smirked and said, "Bro, that one hurt, huh? She's top tier. No way she's going for a delivery guy. You know who that is? Chen Tianming, the big shot student council president. Trust fund kid too. Another innocent girl down the drain." Chen Tianming noticed me standing there with flowers and asked Yang Lu, "You know that delivery guy?" She said, "Just a high school classmate, not really friends." He said, "Let's go then." Chen Tianming turned, opened the car door with one hand, and in the other he was holding something. Gave it a little wave in my direction. A hotel keycard. My mind went completely blank. Then it hit me. Every time I'd asked to see Yang Lu lately, she said she was busy studying. So that's how she studies. And I'd sworn I wouldn't lay a finger on her until we were married. I pulled myself together and turned to the chubby dude. "Hey, you know Su Yuran?" "Lost the girlfriend. Not losing my life too. I just wanted to finish this job and get out of here." He laughed so hard.
Su Yuran? She's literally one of the top 4 campus beauties. Even Chen Tianming can't get her. I had no way to explain, so I just said, "Mind showing me where she is?" He smirked. "Sure. This time?"
A moment later, we were at the dining hall entrance. He pointed through the glass at a figure at one of the tables. "That's her. Just so you know, she's got no shortage of rich guys chasing her. Even if you chicken out now, I'll just laugh. But if you go in there and disrespect her, some protector is gonna mess you up bad, and there's no coming back from that." I tuned out the rest and walked sus. I stopped right beside her. Up close, her face was absolutely flawless. I genuinely couldn't help wondering, how did a guy like Su Tuqiang produce someone this gorgeous? Her friend next to her, Juisha, "I actually have something important to tell you." Before Yuran could respond, Juishanshan picked up her chopsticks like a weapon. "Are you seriously crazy? You've got 3 seconds to walk away." Juishanshan immediately screamed, "Help! Some creep is trying to do something to Yuran!" The second she said it, a wave of guys jumped up from their seats. "Don't move! This is high university! You don't pull this here! There's a whole crowd of us! Try something and you're done!" Juishanshan grabbed Su Yuran and started pulling her toward the edge of the crowd. The sheer number of them had me shook. I couldn't let Su Yuran leave, but there was no way to talk to her alone. So I did the only thing I could and shouted across the crowd, "Su Yuran, do you have a small red mole on your lower left side and on your butt going up from your leg, a curved scar about half a finger long? Is that from a heater burn when you were little?" Su Yuran's heart was pounding like crazy, like something crashing around inside her chest. Those words weren't explicit, but the implication was clear enough. A complete stranger not only knew, but why. If he'd gotten any more specific, she would have literally died of shame right there. She rushed over and pressed her hand over my mouth. Head down, flustered and flushed, Su Yuran said quietly, "Stop. I'm a delivery guy.